To this broadcast where I am introducing to you my Dasamavidya workshops. So I will go into a little bit of detailing about how I conduct the workshop and what I intend to do. Also describe to you each Mahavidya so you can get a brief idea of what we will do in the workshop. So if you have any queries, please email me. I will look forward to interacting with you on the wisdom of the Dashamahavidyas. So I have explained in many videos how the Dashamahavidya, Upasana and Sadhana and Mantra Siddhi can truly take you through a very troubled astrological transit or a very troubled Sari Sati. So the thing is that the correct way, the goddess is one, but she's infinite. Her personality is not knowable. So the Dasha Mahavidyas are 10 points that we carve out, 10 archetypes we explore to better understand the Divine Mother. For she is truly complex as well as simple, just like Mother Nature. So, reconnecting with the goddess principle right now, I think, is of utmost importance to humanity. So, take the time out to explore the goddess inside, to awaken and realize the goddess inside. And I will work through mythology, symbols, dhyana, mantra, and many other interesting things to explicate and narrate to you the glory and the magnificence of the Dashamahavidya. So let us not waste any more time and delve right into the Dashamahavidyas. So the two Mahavidyas are Kali and Tara. Alright, they are the Mahavidyas. Right, and then there are the Siddhya Vidyas. There are Bagala, Matangi, so on and so forth. And then there are the normal Vidyas. There's nothing normal about these Vidyas, which are of course Rajeshwari, Bhuvaneshwari, and the rest. So let's explore each Mahavidya in great detail before you can decide whether this workshop's the perfect fit for you, to explore the goddess in her 10 forms. Not only that, to develop a personal and close relationship with the goddess through her different forms, and to also mitigate possible astrological calamities. Working with the Dasha Mahavidyas is possibly the best way to alleviate such astrological transits. Alright, so first we will begin with Kali. Kali being a Mahavidya. Kali and Tara are Mahavidyas. Now the planet associated with Kali is Saturn, right? And the thing is that Kali is a very specific Vidya, and oftentimes it is approached at the very end of the Mahavidya series. And this is actually how I also progress in my Mahavidya workshops. But here I wanted to give it to you chronologically, so there are no confusions. So the thing with my workshop is we begin with the Sri Yantra, we begin with Rajrajeshwari. So, however, for chronology's sake, we are now beginning with Kali, who's primordial time herself. And the planet associated with her is Shani or Saturn, right? And Kali being the cause of everything, as well as the dissolution of everything, right? Now, Kali is the very primordial state of Brahman. Alright, in Shakta Kals, Kali is the very primordial state of Brahman. And here with the Kali workshops, during the Kali workshops, I explained to you the symbology of Kali on top of Shiva, and the meaning of Viparit Method in greater detail. So there'll be very many interesting things, interesting meditations about Kali. I will be teaching you. I will be teaching you about mantra. I will be teaching you about the basic way of Kali invocation through mantra, through yantra, a bit of everything. Now, the thing with my Dasamavidya workshops is it is not taken in a large group, it's one on one. So, it's tailor made to what you desire to learn about the goddess, or sometimes what you're ready for. So, having said that, uh, okay, having said that, the thing is that we are going to start exploring all of these archetypes, and Kali is primordial time. All right, with Kali, as I said, there'll be numerous mantras. Kali mantra, Kali Beej is green, right? Green, which has an electrical energy. It has a vivifying energy. Green, green, green. Om, green. Om, green. So I will be chanting them with you. I will be teaching you the pronunciation, the correct ways of invoking the goddess, the basic puja patwati, and all of that. Alright, and of course, you will get to do sadhana on the Beej mantras. As well as on the Mula mantras or on some very specific tantric kriyas and mantras. If I feel like you're ready for it, you will be given that. So this was a bit about Kali, but the most interesting thing about this is I do a planetary meditation technique here. So as I said, that the planet associated with Kali is Saturn, and the number associated with Saturn is 8. So if you flip 8 horizontally, you have the infinity symbol, which are two circles, right? Two circles. So please let me know if you can hear the sound. So those two circles, because my thing seems to want to come out. Please let me know if you can hear me. All right. Now, presuming you can hear me, right? So the thing is that here I give you a very very important Saturn meditation, which is I draw a circle and in it I make 3 dots, one on top and 2 at the bottom. All right, and can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure if you can, but hoping you can hear me. Oh, great. Alright, so where I draw 3 little dots, one on top and 2 at the bottom, like a triangular formation. And while concentrating on these dots, we chant the mantra Sham, alright, which is the beach of Saturn, Sham, Sham Shanishcharai Namah, Sham, Sham. Okay, so we will chant the beach 8 times at least and awaken Om Sham. And in a long way, Om Sham. And we fade it out. And each time we will try and understand what the sound is doing to our psychology, to our physical body, to our vibration. That's so when you concentrate on these 3 dots and you chant Om Sham at least 8 times, it sort of awakens you to the higher energy of Saturn. All right, so it's really a very powerful meditation that I learned from the theosophical circles, Agni Yoga actually, but it's really effective. It's something I've tried for years, and I do this as a practice every single day actually. Om Sham at least 8 times, right? So moving on to, I will now discuss the second Mahavidya, that is Tara. Alright. Now Tara's association is with Brihaspati or Jupiter. Okay. Now Tara has two beach. Actually, her beach is Om, and then it has been changed to Ain. Alright. Ain is also Tara beach. Stream is also Tara beach, which was originally Threen, but Guru Vashisht, he cursed Tara and he cursed the beach mantra Three. After which he realized his folly, of course, and he got Tara Siddhi ultimately. It's there in my Sri Yantra PDF that I offer for free. So if you want the book on Sri Yantra, please contact me, and I'll email you a free version of my book in a PDF version, okay? A free PDF version, which is Sri Yantra Simplified. Alright? So, Ain and Om. Om is the Pranava, okay? And Tara is known as Shabda Brahman, okay? Adya Spanda and Shabda Brahman. That's what Tara is known as, okay? Tra Tra comes from the root to traverse. Tra. Okay, that's where Tara comes from. Tra. Okay, she's also oftentimes known as Bhavatarini. So Tara also in Sanskrit means a star, and a star being the guiding light. Alright. Now, incidentally in Bengali, a boat is called Tori. Tori is also from the same root to traverse, and Tori is a boat. So there is a story of how Tara actually ferries souls across the samsaric seas, and it is through her help that we manage to traverse Mayas and the illusions. So when I take the Tara Mahavidya workshop, we will be working with, of course, the yantra. We will be working with a whole bunch of mantras, which is mantras, stream or stream or both, depending upon the student and the amount of classes you want for each Mahavidya. As I said, these are one-on-one classes. So I can concentrate on your vibration. I can concentrate on your pronunciation, on you completely. So it cannot be broken up. It's the old way of learning from a guru one-to-one. The Padvati of working with the Mahavidyas. Alright. So Tara ferries us to safety. That is the key, Tara ferries us to safety, right? What do you mean why? Why what? But please, let's not break my concentration and ask me just why so many times. But let me tell you, when I work with Tara, we work with a bunch of beach mantras as well as the yantra, as well as the Tara Gayatri, which I've already made a video about, and which seems to be, at least to me, a very powerful practice. So I'll be teaching you the Tara Gayatri and the correct use of the Tara Gayatri. Alright, it's to be done twice a day. So we'll go through all the beach mantras, Ain, Om. In fact, Om chanting while holding the dharana or the meditation of Tara, one can truly start to feel a change in conscious perception. That's really amazing. No, I mostly create content in English here, but if you want my Hindi work, you can watch my Astrovani channel, which if you have cable TV, you can watch my Hindi work. But yeah, I do plan to do more videos. But as of now, I'm following an English format mostly. Now, the next Mahavidya is Sorashi. Sorashi is Lalita Tripura Sundari. And interestingly, in my workshop, I begin with Lalita Tripura Sundari. I don't give you the Kali Mahavidya first or the Tara Mahavidya first. These two are the Mahavidyas. Okay, actually, in the way I teach, you approach the Mahavidyas at the very end. So Kali is at the very end of the syllabus. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, I do Bagalamukhi puja every day. Every day I'm a Bagalamukhi sadhak. So yeah. So that is also a Shuddha Vidya in Bengali. We say Shuddha Vidya that I will be teaching. So in Bengali, the mantra for the Mahavidyas goes, uh, yeah, that's a good one. Kali, Tara, Mohabitya, Shoroshi, Bhuvaneshwari, Bhairavi, Chinnamasta, Cha Vidya, Dhuma, Bhutisthata, Bagala, Shuddha Vidya, Cha Matungi, Kamalatika, Eta, Dasha Mahabita, Vidya, Shitta Vidya, Prakritita. So here the names of the Mahavidyas, the normal Vidyas and the Shuddha Vidyas are given. Now Sorashi. Sorashi is Raj Rajeshwari or Tripura Sundari. Okay. The key to Sorashi is perfection. Alright. Uh, Sorashi is beauty personified, truth personified, glory uh, personified, you know. Yeah, definitely. She's totality, Sorashi, alright. And her mantra that I will teach, and of course her yantra as well, is I'm clean, Sao. And I'll be teaching a mantra and a lot about Sri Yantra Puja in the workshop that I do for Sorashi. And that'll be the first workshop actually of the Dasamavidya series. Alright. Uh, how do I save this live? You can watch it on my channel again. Alright. Now the thing with Tripura Sundari is Tripura Sundari is Trinitarian in nature. Okay. And her yantra speaks of the threefold division of reality. The threefold division of reality. Okay, that's Sorashi. There are three Tripuras actually, Tripura Sundari, Tripura Bhairavi, and Bala Tripura Sundari, who is the 7-year-old child of Mata Tripura Sundari. Okay, now Sorashi or Tripura Sundari is Ichha Shakti. Please don't ask such questions as to where am I now. That's just really strange. That's do not ask personal questions on YouTube. It can be constructed as harassment. Please don't do that. Okay. So Sorashi is Ichha Shakti, right? Ichha Shakti is the willpower. Okay, she is a normal Vidya, but there is nothing normal about any of the Vidyas, believe me. So each of these Vidyas, see the mother, the glorious mother goddess is infinite and formless. Okay, so we give her form because we try and understand her through different archetypes. So the thing with the Dasha Mahavidya is that these are 10 points in the infinite bosom of the mother, 10 points through which we can weave a tapestry. All right. Uh, I am in India, but I don't like to talk about my location and such personal things on YouTube. This is, after all, a platform to share knowledge for me, which is why I come here. It's not about me or where I live, believe me. That's like a total waste of time. Now, Ichha Shakti, right? Now, yes, of course, Jaifal, yeah, I mean, it can, right? So we have Bhuvaneshwari, who also I'll get into when I do my Mahavidya workshops with you. Now, Bhuvaneshwari is not very many people know a lot about Bhuvaneshwari. There is a beautiful city called Bhuvaneshwar, and that is essentially the abode of Bhuvaneshwari. The facet of Bhuvaneshwari is space consciousness, space consciousness. Okay, or the Vyoma Rupa, Parama Vyoma. Okay, uh, and she also speaks of dimensionality, different dimensions. Okay, and her beach is Reem. So when we work with Bhuvaneshwari, we will also concentrate on some visualizations and meditations about space, deep space. We'll also learn how to chant her beach. We learn how to work with her yantra. Okay, and of course basic puja paddhati of the goddess. Uh, Now, when we think of Bhuvaneshwari, we think of the great vastness, the boundless. What in Sanskrit we say antariksha. Antariksha, okay, as vast as space, okay, akasha, antariksha, alright. Well, you have to keep chanting till it works. You will know when it works, believe me. Mostly certain mantras are to be done every day, especially the Shakti Beej mantra you receive from your Guru. Or if you haven't had an initiation, then any mantra, a Ganesha mantra, and any Devi mantra should be done every single day. Okay, as basic practice, beginner's practice. Alright. So we speak of Antariksha. Antariksha is the vast, boundless, infinite space. Akasha. Okay. Now in Rig Veda, Bhuvaneshwari is Aditi and Bhuvaneshwari is Jnana Shakti. Okay. Like Sorashi is Ichha Shakti, the power of wisdom, the power of knowledge. Okay. In Rig Veda, as I said, she is Aditi, the mother of the illustrious Adityas. Okay, and she is Vrihat. Okay, Vrihat as in infinite expansion, infinite consciousness. Okay, the Antariksha, right? Uh, it is said in Rig Veda, Aditir Antariksha Paramam Vyoma. So this is the Paramam Vyoma, the Antariksha. Now I've also explained how Tara is also connected to Parama Vyoma. Okay, the great space, the vast, infinite, boundless space of, you know, we truly do not understand. You can, it's not a channel, it's on DTDH satellite network. So I do plan to, however, make Hindi videos once I've finished all my English backlogs and I can start on them. So Tara is also connected to Paramavyoma, or the deep space. Clean is Krishna beach. Kali and Krishna share a beach actually. Kali is cream, which could almost be Krishna beach, like Krishna cream. But it's Kali's beach, and Krishna is clean, which could be Kali's beach, but it is Krishna's beach. So here we understand that Kali and Krishna are two sides of the same coin. Okay. Now, uh, in the Upanishads, it is said, Akasham Shariram Brahma. Akasham Shariram Brahma. So, space is the body of deity. So, Bhuvaneshwari exemplifies this aspect of the Dasamavidyas. Okay, this aspect of Paramavyoma, the Antariksha, the boundless, infinite space, galactic superclusters, and you know, stuff like that. Uh, I have, I think, bisexuality. I think I have made a video. I think I have, you know. I don't remember. It could be in the relationship and love playlist. I think I have already done that. Now, after this, I will be teaching Chinnamasta. Okay, now Chinnamasta is actually quite a terrifying image. So many people are actually pretty scared of Chinnamasta because they don't understand that how can the goddess sever her own head? Okay, how can the goddess sever her own head? And why is she feeding herself and her two attendants with blood that is spouting off her own head? People don't get this symbology. Many have said Chinnamasta is a wicked deity. Many have said she's used only for Vashikaran, Uchatan, Maran, and what have you. But these people could not be further from the truth. For Chinnamasta signifies ever devouring resurrection. Ever devouring resurrection. That is Chinnamasta. And her bija is Hum. 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 See, when you say Om, and I will teach you how to, of course, chant the Om Hum, how to stress on the what you feel inside, what do the vibrations, what do they create inside of you when you're chanting, say, for instance, Om, Cream. It's an electrical pulse, Om, Cream. So you feel that electrical vibe. Abagala, Om, Reem, Om, Reem. It's not straight Lim, it's Reem. Hrim or NG. So each beach, then you slow fade the and then you feel the vibrations that are rising inside of you. Okay. Now, Vashishta Muni himself, actually, very interesting story, is he realized the goddess in his own being, and his cranium, it split open, and there emerged a ray of light. And everybody who saw Vashishta Muni saw this ray of light emanating from his head, you know, and glowing light, and it was emanating for all to see. So everybody was like, oh my god, the realization of Chinnamasta created this split in his cranium, and literally a shaft of light began to uh, be directed outwards, almost like a laser. Now, the thing with Chinnamasta is she is the amalgamation of light and sound. Yes, you heard that correctly. Chinnamasta is the amalgamation of light and sound, right? Now, she produces such a speed and such a force that she forces the bottom triad to separate from the top triad. Okay, her interaction, the interaction of light and sound, creates a force so um, deadly dangerous that it literally severs the lower triad from the higher triad. Okay, uh, and the lower triad is precipitated by force, tremendous force that is caused by the interaction of light and sound, right? Um, and this powerful force, it feels like a severance, a very deadly severing energy. That's why we see Chinnamasta severing her own head, right? Uh, Once you really see thunder and lightning, and the fear it can generate, thunder and lightning, that you understand that the interaction of light and sound creates something so terrific that it sort of separates uh, the creator from the creation, the upper triad from the lower triad. It's a terrific force. That's why Chinnamasta is so fearsome. Okay? And that's why she is cutting off her own head and feeding her own severed body with that one spout. And two spouts are going into Jaya and Vijaya, her two attendants, also showing that a mother will sacrifice herself for the greater good of her children. Alright, so that's the power of Chinnamasta. Om Hum. I'll teach you about her yantra. I'll teach you about her mantras. Okay, some different kriyas also. If you so desire or ask for, or if I feel that, yeah, literally, they are. Okay. Now, I will also teach you about Bhairavi. Okay, Bhairavi is the fearsome one, the scary one. She is the power of destruction, Bhairavi. Okay, and her mantra is super powerful. Every time I teach it to somebody, they always comment on it. Hasraim, Hasklarim, Hasrao, Hasraim, Hasklarim, Hasrao, Sraim, Sklarim, Hasrao. Okay, it's a bit complicated, the spelling and the pronunciation. Hasraim, Hasklarim, Hasraum. Okay, Srao. Now the thing is Bhairavi, the thing with Bhairavi is she's the fearsome aspect of the mother. Okay, like Kali is. In her dhyana, she is the effulgence of 10,000 rising suns. Okay, she wears a red garment on her blood smeared breasts. Okay, and she's adorned by a string of skulls. Bhairavi. Okay, Smashan Bhairavi idols. You know, I've seen them in crematoriums in Bengal. Smashan Bhairavi idols are actually very fearsome to look at. And if you see them on an Amavasya, a new moon, you can get very, very scared. Alright? Hasraim, Haskarim, Hasrao. Hasraim, Haskarim, Hasrao. This is the powerful mantra of Bhairavi. Okay? Now, she is Kriya Shakti. Alright? Like Tripura Sundari is Icha Shakti. Alright? She's Kriya Shakti. Bhairavi. She is, the common people know Bhairavi as Devi Durga. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Prasanna. Forgetting that. Namastasvai, 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 Namo Namaha. So she is the Devi Durga. Okay, Bhairavi. So I'll be teaching you a bit about Durga as well in the Bhairavi workshop. Okay, now she's the smoldering smoky flame in the Mula Trikona of the Muladhara Chakra. Now you obviously understand she's connected to the Muladhara. And the other fearsome aspect of the Mahavidyas is that, is that Kali is also fearsome and she's associated to the Muladhara. Muladhara Parava. Okay. Now also Ganpati is Muladhara. Right? So I'll be explaining to you about the Mool Trikon of the Muladhara Chakra. I'll tell you a bit about the Muladhara Chakra as well during Bhairavi and Kali. Now, of course, I'll teach you about Dhumavati. Although many women who are married do not like to invoke Dhumavati. Okay, many people, many gurus also teach that do not invoke Dhumavati in at home. Okay, if you are doing Dhumavati sadhana, you should um, yeah, you should go to a cremation ground or even to an abandoned building or somewhere abandoned, and I have to read your comment, it's really huge. Let me finish up my thing. All right. So, Dhumavati is actually not to be invoked by everybody. So, I teach you about Dhumavati. It's good to know, it's good to learn, but maybe not practice a mantra. But for the crones, for the widows, Dhumavati is a very powerful force to invoke. Okay? She signifies death, despair, and destruction. And her beej is Dhoom. Okay, Dhoom. So Om, Dhoom. Okay. She is the non-being, or what Blavatsky termed the beingness. Okay, she's the non-being. Uh, that was the beginning. Non-being was the beginning. That became. Being became into the world. Okay. Being appears from non-being and returns back into non-being. So being conscious, all that is about the myths which I will teach. Okay, again I will teach all of that. It is not literal. None of this is to be taken literally. These are cosmic forces, right? So I'm going to be teaching you about Dhumavati, and I'll be teaching you how she is the primordial non-being. And from non-being comes being, and from the state of being, one again returns into non-being, right? This primal non-being gives birth to creation and withdraws creation. Okay? Non-being is the primal state for next creation. Don't forget that, because after pralaya or destruction, what happens? Being returns to non-being. So Dhumavati is this state of non-being. Okay, she's connected to the unmanifested world, not the worlds that are manifested. That's why she has no Bhairav. That's why she ate up her husband, because she's not of the manifested world, right? She is Dhumavati, okay, which is smoldering flames. She represents non-being before creation and after destruction. That's why she's the time just before dawn, that smoky blackness, okay? When you think of the smoky hue, what is smoky hue but darkness impregnated by an embryo of light? What is a smoky, foggy hue? You can see things, but not quite. Everything is diffuse, right? So that is it. She diffuses everything. That's why she's not for the grihasti. Okay? She carries the heat of light in the smoke, the light that will start creation and a manvantara. Okay? In Puranic parlance, she is Nidra, or the sleep of Narayana. When Narayana goes into sleep, all of the universe dissolves into him, right? Now, she's the base and support of all the unmanifested worlds. The unmanifested non-being, she is the non-being. Okay? So I will explain in greater detail in the workshop why she is a widow, why she is without a bearer. Okay? Now, however, the key to Dhumavati worship is that she can transfer sleep or change sleep from inertia to conscious luminance. All right. Um, Worship of Dhumavati gives control over sleep states, right? And she makes sleep a period of assimilation. Okay, so you can assimilate everything, and now you're finally like, okay, I understand all the sadhana I do in my waking and dreaming life. So you can better utilize all of this wisdom. And then, of course, I will be teaching to you Bagalamukhi, the eighth Siddha Vidya. Okay, she holds with her the Stambha Shakti or the Pratyangira Shakti. Okay, and the beach is Om Reem or Om Reem. Om Reem. Okay, I made a video on how this is the most powerful Stambhan mantra, Om Reem. I'll teach you the Mula mantra of Bagalamukhi, of course, the Yantra. I'll talk about her symbolism. Bagalamukhi, the thing with Bagalamukhi, she stupefies the opponent and paralyzes his speech in what is known as Vak Stambhana. Okay, she is known as Vak Stambhankari. Okay, she's clad in yellow. We know that Pitambari, right? She has two hands, and in the left hand she holds the tongue of a demon, and with the right hand she holds a mace where she is ready to strike the demon. Okay, immediately you understand that she's the striking force. Okay, that moment you concentrate and you hit that brick, the pile of bricks with your key, that is the striking force. Bagalamukhi paralyzes. Okay, she stupefies, right? Now, think about yellow, right? Yellow is the color associated to Mercury. Mercury is logical mind, okay? Mercury oftentimes can be the monkey brain. Lower vibrations of Mercury can be the monkey brain. So she stuns the monkey brain into submission. She does, stuns and paralyzes the enemy. But what if we are our greatest enemy? The ultimately the sadhak of Bagalamukhi realizes that his monkey brain is his greatest enemy, not an external enemy that he needs to do stambhan to, or uchatan, or maran, or vashikaran. It's all a waste of time. The enemy is inside. You are your greatest enemy. The yellow also in uh, the Vedic system, yellow also can be used for Mercury. Okay, Mercury is Mahavidya's Tara, so Tara also holds Saraswati, because again, knowledge is yellow. Yellow is the thinking mind in many systems. uh, so there's another thing, that if you worship the Sri Chakra, the Sri Yantra in all yellow, you can paralyze your enemies. This is what a lot of people do, because people literally take enemies to be external people, right? Yes, yeah, yeah. So the enemies yourself actually, uh, because why is somebody your enemy? Because somebody failed you, because you had expectations, because you failed somebody, because somebody had expectations from you, or because somebody became your enemy because of money. So ultimately, it's all man-made. It's all our own monkey brain that is misguiding us, right? She stuns the monkey brain into silence. It's time to stop. Stop chattering. Shut up, right? The thing with Bagalamukhi sadhana is she restricts movement. Okay, she restricts movement and gives the sadhaka the power to hold back. But she does not restrict movement forever. She just stops due manifestation in course, but not forever. So you are talking with your enemy, and the power of Bagalamukhi will stop the speech of the enemy. So you have your say, restrict the natural flow, pratyangira, and you will have your say, and then your enemy will speak. So the thing with Siddhi Vidyas is you apply them in your daily life, and that's how you uh, truly start using the power of the Mahavidya, of the Dasha Mahavidyas. Okay, so she arrests movement, and then she releases, and then everything opens up again, and then you realize that okay, I had my say. Okay, I had my say in this. So this is a very powerful force of Bagalamukhi. If you remember the Matrix films, every time they were going into the mind, and many other films actually this has been used, they stop the frame. Yeah, they stop the frame. They freeze everything. It's literally like that. The power of Bagalamukhi, literally like that. So Matangi is, of course, I will be teaching in great detail. Not only Matangi and Uchishta Chandali and Uchishta Matangi. Alright. Now I'm Reem Shreem, I'm Clean Sao. We'll be working primarily with these two mantras and of course the yantra of Matangi. Matangi, as I've explained before, is Vekhari, which is word expressed as speech. The word expressed as speech. Or the divine logos is expressed as speech, articulated as speech. Okay? She is also known as Shamala or Raja Matangi. Okay, Shamala being the dark one. Now the word arises in the heart. The word, okay, any idea rises in the heart, and then it travels to the mind. This traveling of the word or the idea from the heart to the mind, which will be articulated by the mouth. This whole process is called Matangi. This whole process is Matangi, right? She is the consort of Uchishta Ganpati, right? As Uchishta Matangi or Uchishta Chandali. Um, Many say that the word Uchishta, okay, which is leavings of food, right? In the Vedic age was actually Utshishta. Utshishta, meaning the residual above. So Utshishta became Uchishta, which in Bengali we say ito. Ki jhuta, ito, Uchishta. Okay? It's not leavings of food, but it's actually Utshishta, the residual above. Okay? The above, which is of course heaven, or the place of the Logos, the word divine, always remains. No matter how many worlds are created and destroyed, the godly firmament always remains. Okay? I mean, of course, not from Mahapralaya when everything dissolves back into the creator, not that then. But otherwise, there are many mini pralayas. So the heavens always remain. So it's always you know no matter how many universes at the lower levels are being destroyed, what is left is the above. So this is the residual above, and Uchishta Matangi is the residual above, right? And she is the creator of all the worlds, right? A darkness also links her to Tara and Kali, okay, Shamala. Now Uchishta Matangi or Matangi or the Devi principle descends into the world from the residual above. So worship of Uchishta Ganapati, Uchishta Matangi leads one to the realization of the residual above. Okay, uh, this is why she is Uchishta Chandali, right? Now, very interesting story over here is that Lord Shiva actually left Kailasha and he became a Chandala, and he went to live with the Matangi tribe, right? And he went to live with the Matangi tribe, and he was like, and then Parvati got so bored without him that she, became a Chandali girl, disguised herself as a Chandali girl, and seduced Shiva. So then she revealed to him that she is indeed Parvati. So that is why many people use Matangi for Vashikaran, because they're obviously looking to attract somebody, and she was successful as Uchishta Matangi to attract Shiva. So that's something really powerful about Uchishta Matangi, that she literally attracted Shiva, right? Being an outcast girl. Now now we have Kamala. I wanted to keep it short and really crazy in detail because this is an introduction to the workshop. So either you work with 10 classes and one Vidya a day. Yes, yes. Uh, Shiva Ganpati is actually in many myths the son of Shiva. I don't know, can you hear me? And because I just heard power off, so I'm not entirely sure, but I hope you can hear me. So both Ganpati is Shiva himself. Actually, he is the Manas Putra of Shiva. But Uchishta Ganpati is connected to Uchishta Matangi very closely. Watch my Uchishta Ganpati videos. Now I will, of course, Kamala is actually the second Vidya that I teach. First is Tripura Sundari and second is Kamala. So Kamala is prosperity and purity, and the Beej is Om Shreem, Shreem, okay. She is, of course, the Shakti of Vishnu, right? Who's one of the Trinitarian forces. And if Rudra is force, Vishnu provides space necessary for operation of force, right? Um, Beauty revealed in all its glory, the exquisite charm, right? Expressed is Kamala, right? Uh, Kamala denotes one who wears the waters as a robe. Kamala. Alright. Water actually is creative consciousness. Water is not H2O or the normal water that we drink. Alright. This is creative consciousness. She's Venus, of course, because she has the same story of rising from the Milky Sea, Shirasagara. And the sound potency for the upward path of waters is Na. The sound potency by which spirit becomes matter is Ra. Ra is the sound potency um, restated to fire, okay, related to fire, all right, which transforms matter into spirit and spirit into matter, right? So the path of this creative water is Ayana. So now you see Narayana, okay? Narayana is the cosmic being, right? Uh, and what did he do to Arjuna? He showed him the Virata Rupa. What did he show Arjuna during the Virata Rupa? When Krishna breathed in, all beings returned back to him. And when Krishna breathed out, realities began to emerge from him. This inhalation and exhalation is what he showed to Arjuna, the Virata Rupa, alright? And this whole process of exhalation and inhalation and its intimate connection to Narayana. So here I'll be teaching, of course, a very powerful way to chant Narayana every day for 120 minutes, by which the practice of this in 21 days take you to somewhere completely different. So this was a bit about my upcoming Dasamavidya courses, which I have been doing from Chaitra Navaratri for very select few students and disciples. But now we are ready to take this to a different level and to share this with many more people who might want to immerse themselves in the goddess consciousness and learn the yantra, the puja padvati, the mantras, practice the mantras with me, the dhyana, the dharani, all of this with me. If you want to know more, please email. This is again one-on-one, individual, personalized courses. So thank you very much. Book your reading, book your puja or a homam, and I'd be glad to help you in any way I can. Thank you so much and speak soon. Bye.